driving down here to see how far the lake's down. We've been down here before. We went down last night and went partially around it. There's part of it that's super soft, and hopefully we won't get hung. The guy that's with us, he's in I think it's a 500 or 700 Honda Pioneer, and then he's got his grandkids with him, and one's on a 250 Bayou. But they've been with us before when we had the Defender, and I bellied one of our Defenders out, and that little Honda Pioneer went right around me on the lakeside because I was so much heavier than he was. And hopefully that doesn't happen again today and make us look bad. I know, I like it handle there. I feel actually really comfortable in here. Let's see if they're okay. I think he's kind of watching them to make sure. Yeah, there they come. When all these leaves are down, you can see way through the forest and stuff. This machine so far, guys, has been an excellent purchase. I mean, if I was going to do it again, I would buy this exact same machine. And I know that there's a lot of things that I've talked about that I don't like as much as like the noise and stuff in comparison to a Ranger or a Defender. But when you're riding through the woods and you're creeping, she okay? And you're creeping and everything, it's not that loud. And you know, the 32s do help a little bit, but it's not anything crazy that I would brag about on this Xpedition. But like I said, I do really like this machine, and I really don't see anything in comparison to this machine that you could just go and buy and do the same thing. And what I mean is, you know, if you go and buy a super sporty side-by-side, yeah, you can put an enclosed cab on it and have heat, but it's just not going to be the same as buying something like this and being able to turn the air on, being able to turn the heat on. And, you know, resale value is a huge thing on machines. So, you know, if you go buy this, your resale on it, it's not like you're adding accessories to it. Like, you didn't try to add the cab, you didn't try to add heat, air, all that stuff just comes from the factory. People don't want to pay extra for accessories. So, you know, just keep that in mind when you're thinking about this. But these are very capable machines, and for a family rig, we love it. I mean, it's just so smooth, especially coming from a Defender or a Ranger. It's literally no comparison. What do you think on it? Me? Yeah, what do you think?
I love it.
You do?
I didn't at first. I was always wanting the Defender.
I know.
I still miss the camel color of the
interior.
Seats of the interior. But that's just me liking the luxury look.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. You know, I like the thought of a luxury side-by-side, and the blue seats and stuff in here, they're sporty looking. But I would absolutely love if they had like a camel leather interior that just, you know, kind of like what's in the General. And I know that matches that color scheme, but just something about it, you know, this machine, all the bells and whistles that come on it, it makes you feel and know that you've got something special. And right now, you know, it's one of the only machines that you can get. Matter of fact, it is the only sporty machine that you can go and buy. And when I say sporty, what I mean is, like, it's got dual stage shocks with, you know, piggybacks, compression control, things like that. You can't go and buy a Defender with that on there. You can't go buy a Ranger with that on there. You can't go buy a Kubota or a John Deere Gator with that type of setup. And it's got the most horsepower. It's just a total package that you can buy and be done. You don't have to get anything extra. Now, we've put wheels and tires and things like that on ours, but it's one of those things that, you know, you don't have to do. This machine's very capable out of the box. And
like me, I no longer like fear us like getting hung up or anything. You know,
Right, right.
You just trust this
right.
thing.
And what Laura, my wife, was talking about, when we had the Defender or the Ranger, they go really well, but they do not have the power to get you out of sticky situations. And just like me talking about when we was riding with this guy that's behind us, we went riding with him, so you can see our tire tracks from last night in that right there. But when we was riding with them one time, we had that Defender, and it just didn't have enough power to push itself across the top of the land so that it wouldn't sink. I'm gonna tell him back here, hold this phone. I'll be right back. You can just pause it. Just like getting on hillsides and stuff, this machine just seems so much more stable as far as how it handles and everything. And, you know, power delivery is everything. And you get used to machines and you get used to, you know, dealing with the power, but it's always nice when you've got that power on tap that you didn't have before. And what I mean is, like, if you're going to climb a hill or you're going to go through mud or you're going to do something, it's always nice to be able to gun it or feather the throttle to get where you're going. What's up, buddy? Yeah, it's okay. Just sit in the seat. Thank you.
Willie's out.
I figured you would be. Look at them guys. You see them guys fishing out there? I mean, it's almost a creek now. I bet that's still soft right there on the right.
For sure. Like quicksand. Should have brought the metal detector.
Yeah, I know.
I struggle to keep my hands steady.
Oh, it's okay. It'll be fine in the video. You'll never be able to tell it.
Is this the part where there's whole bunch of trees?
Yeah.
Well, they're up here.
Okay, can go right. Very well.
I'll show people why they shouldn't cliff dive at Green River up here.
Yeah,
My
for sure.
goodness. Never again will I jump off one of those.
There's one spot over us, so we'll probably let them go in front of us. It's just easier that way instead of trying to pass them. Old noodling barrels out there.
Is that what they are?
That's what I was told. I don't know what else it'd be. You can see they cut a hole out in the end and lay them down in there in the catfish bed in there, and then they reach down in the catfish bed.
Yeah, I'm sure
and
that's
get 'em.
right.
That's just the only thing that I can come up with. That's what.
I thought that they were like on the bottom of the railing things on the old, where you the slips.
What, those?
Yeah, I thought like maybe they.
I don't think they would be, because you can see the rock sack on top to hold them down flat on the bottom of the bed. And they just got enough hoof for those catfish and stuff to go into. That's what I think. And they're all up around the upper, like right up here by the edge. I hope we can go plumb to Kalamazoo on the right side. It looks promising from here. You know what, you're right. We did go that way one
I
time.
know. I got video. I knew I was right yesterday. I got video of it too.
Yeah, well, we've got some of it on YouTube, but I was thinking that we started to go and then quit, but I remember it went on down like it is now, and then we went around
It
through
gets
there.
real steep after a while.
Right. I guarantee if we tried to go through that, we'd be sunk plumb to the belly.
Some plumb to the belly.
Sunk plumb to the belly.
Some come, some. Some just.
Burn.
What?
He's wanting us to spin.
Now we're finding
What happened to the little hangy thing?
It doesn't hold it very well. I'm gonna have to get one of them dash mounts. That's what I want, because
Versus.
but if you remember when we would go around this on the Defender, it felt like we was almost going to go tipsy.
It might feel like that this time too.
No, I mean, it feels fine to me. It doesn't feel tipsy at all. It looks like we can go pretty good ways.
Uh-huh.
Look at those guys out there fishing. They're probably like, what in the world? What is that?
Another one of them noodling things up there.
That's a buoy right there beside us.
Saw that.
But you see what I mean? They put
Yeah.
all those rocks and stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
Let me show everybody on YouTube and see what they think. What do you guys think that is? You think that's a noodling box? That's what I'm guessing it is. See, they put all this stuff on top of it to hold it down, and the fish go in there. Let's see what Kim. What is that? A noodling box? Is that a noodling box?
I'm already doing it.
Alright. I think his ought to do good because it's so short.
Short and low to the ground.
Huh? Look at it, it's like a four-wheeler. Down through there. When I turn, my front wheel goes plumb up over here. That's what I was telling him. I was like, I bet that one looks like it does better than the Expedition because it's so short. Right, right. Yeah. All right, come on. Yeah, boy.